What's going on, y'all? This is Alexander. You are plugged into the Nerd Companion. What's going on, y'all? This is Alexander from the Nerd Companion coming at you with the ClashCast episode going over the results of Elimination Chamber and leading into the road of WrestleMania, the big time, this grandest stage of them all, the show of the immortals, and not a better way to open up this series with the man, the myth, the legend, Kontar, the great.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Always glad to come. Whenever you call, I'm coming running every time. So let's do it.
All right, so we're going to be doing something interesting here. We have 4 packs of AEW Upper Deck cards, and we're going to play a little game here. We are both AEW managers, and we're tired of WWE running its game because it's getting hot on the road to WrestleMania. We're basically going to open up these cards, and we're going to be drawing one card from each stack, passing it, and drawing another card until we get 5 wrestlers who we are going to invade WWE in and just evaluate our faction.
Our facts.
All right, let's go ahead and open up these bad boys. Separate them into 4 piles. The irony.
All right. I could bench
I'm
400 pounds, then can't open the. That's it. Okay. I think you put some extra glue on there.
It's because I have dainty fingers.
Yeah,
you're too much of a man. You need someone with
that's probably how it is.
Fingers. All right, so we're going to pick up our first hand, and we're going to be going through these cards and drawing our first member of the faction to invade in WWE.
I got some goodies.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. You can only draw one.
One at a time.
Oh, my God.
I got some goodies.
Oh, my. So only draw one.
Right. I'm just getting with my.
There was a couple I didn't even want to get rid of.
Right.
Actually, we'll pick just 4, just so we go through each stack one time.
Okay, that's fine. My first one.
All right, so, put that one down right there.
I mean, well, you can see it was just that.
I'm not going to look at it.
Okay.
All right, so look at it and draw number 2. Okay, so draw your next one.
I know, there was some goodies in there, man. And so they're my 4.
You got your 4? All right.
I got them in order how I picked them.
So I see one of yours, and it's one of mine, too.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay, all right. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I go first.
All right.
Okay.
Kontar, you are taking over WWE with your faction of 4 wrestlers to take over the WWE and disrupt the prestigious road to WrestleMania and cause havoc and chaos. Who do you got?
All right. So my first pick that I picked, and this was tough because this stack had about 4 or 5 monsters. But my first stack, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. Why Samoa Joe?
He's a dog.
He is a dog.
He's a dog. He's good. He's good, man. He's a dog. So I like him. He's a beast.
There's something about them Samoans, man. Like, no matter how big they are just athletic.
And he can move, and he shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does at the size that he is, but he does it.
All right, who you got? Number 2.
My number 2.
Faction.
My number 2 is, this was kind of easy. You got to go with him, MJF.
Yeah.
You got to go with him. I didn't want to go with the so-called cliche, but I mean, he's good. I mean, you got to go with him. Mike skills, unbelievable. And he, again, another dog. Third guy.
Another Mike Slayer.
Yeah.
Another Slayer on the mic.
Christian Cage.
He is the most savage person on the mic.
Look, that man, he would talk about your dead mama and she just died that day, and he would say that he would kick over her grave.
He hurts me, and I have a dark sense of humor.
He doesn't care, and I love it. He'll probably be my leader just because.
He got the experience.
It was a toughie, but said you got to go with some muscle. You got to go with somebody that can, that could be the bodyguard.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you.
I went with Big Bill.
Big Bill.
The redwood from the learning tree. So for him, his story is just great. He's come back, from a lot of demons. He's come back. He looks great. And he's a dog too. So we have a good chance to put them up against anybody in WWE.
No, those are definitely top tier guys. I'm going to go over my 4. Right. I think both of our first pick was Samoa Joe. I didn't know that.
Great minds think alike. You can't. You got to just roll with it.
Second, I have Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
He is definitely top 5 in that promotion.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I feel like the only thing that holds him back is his mic skills. I just feel like he shouldn't just talk. He should be just like the Silent Soldier.
Yeah, I was gonna say just come out and just kick tail and leave.
So my number 3, I feel like he doesn't get a lot of showtime, but I love his character, and I don't feel like AEW does enough with him.
Okay.
And I've got Kill Switch.
You know what? Yeah.
I feel like this guy, his character, his outfit,
it's completely different than anything that's out today and that's on both sides.
I'm wondering why he doesn't wrestle as much.
Yeah.
I like his gimmick. He's intimidating.
Yeah.
That's why I pick him.
Right. Definitely. He's definitely different than anything on anybody's show.
I like him a lot.
He's definitely good.
My last pick, I didn't want to pick him because it was so cliche, but if I'm going to dominate the WWE, I've got to go with Will Ospreay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if you watch wrestling, I don't think I really need to explain why Will Ospreay is on that list, but cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's get right into it. Elimination Chamber.
Definitely had some hooks and turns that I loved. I'm saying it had some stuff that was super obvious.
So we have the Women's Elimination Chamber. Bianca Belair wins.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part about that is when Jade came out and dog walked Naomi. There was a point in time where I was like, this might be getting carried away.
Hey, she meant business. And it goes to show while she was out, she was working on some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it showed she just looked completely different than she did.
She looked great.
At first, yeah, she come out, and I'm not just talking about her looks, just her timing started to click with her now.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. Oh, yeah.
I loved the brawling style of Jade. Look, she wasn't doing her beautiful, like composed, posing kind of style. I really enjoyed watching her beat the brakes off of Naomi. Nothing against Naomi.
Nothing against her.
Story-wise, that was probably top 3 best parts of the entire night.
Yes, I agree with you. It was great. Well, then to kind of jump off was Liv and Bianca. They did good. They beat each other's ass. You know what I'm saying? Which was great. I like that. So you know what I'm saying, just to kind of touch base on that. But I think with this, with all this Jade stuff, I think it's some more to it.
We'll get into that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll get into that after the results of Elimination Chamber. All right. Then we had the tag team match with Tibia Stratton, Trish Stratus versus Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. That was going to be obvious.
Yeah,
they were in Canada.
Yeah,
there wasn't any doubt that was going to
do it. It was obvious.
Then you had this banger.
It was
Jesus Louise.
Right, gee.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in the unsanctioned match. That was rough, especially for WWE. Like, that was pushing the envelope for WWE.
They let a lot of stuff go. It was, with all the chairs, all the tables, the barbed wire chair, and just, they beat the brakes off of each other.
Carnage.
Yeah, it was good, though. I was kind of up in the air, but though, as I thought about it, Kevin was due for a win because he did Cody right, and he's done everybody right, and he made everybody look like $1 million. So he was due for one, and then Sammy made him look good too. So
yeah, they pair well with each other, and they put it all on the mat, and they leave it there. Everything they have,
they do.
And of course, you get Randy Orton coming out at the end for his grand return.
My boy.
We could talk about him in a minute.
Yeah, I love Randy.
All right, and then we get the men's Elimination Chamber match, which
probably the worst kept secret.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have, John Cena do his last run, of course he's going to do main event WrestleMania. Yeah. I mean, like, how do you not give him his last year and not get him to WrestleMania? But how are you going to make that interesting? Because as you've seen in the past, Cody Rhodes, wrestling other talent, and he's been wrestling these other baby faces. There's just no hype.
Yeah.
You got the hype.
He's kind of went through everybody. There's nobody.
Talking about Cena?
No, Cody. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody left.
There could be. I mean, I feel like there could be if John Cena wasn't there.
Well, who then? Well, then who would you put him with? If John
I feel like
Cena
you could.
was there?
I feel like you could easily do CM Punk. You could do. I mean, the any of the top guys.
Yeah, but
Drew.
yeah,
But build a story, not just like.
right, okay.
But not just like let's just do a show.
Okay, well, build it then. Well, then you got to build it. And then, like, Cena, the only one that you don't have to take a year, take, 14, 16 months to do it. We can do this in 45 days, and we can make it work.
We can get right into it because those are the results.
Okay.
The way that you would have to make it interesting is babyface versus babyface is turn one of them, and we saw that. Let's talk about Cena turning.
Yeah. Right. Cena turning. I didn't see it coming.
Not even like at all. Period. In his last run,
I thought it still was gonna be Cena. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be. I'm finna drink my milk. I'm finna have my vitamins. Never give up. I'm just the Hulk Hogan stuff, but yeah,
that's the equivalent.
That's the
you had Hogan who was face for decades, and you got the same thing with Cena. The way that
I'm not mad at it.
Oh, definitely not mad.
Not at all. He had it pinned in with the hole, and then that look.
His face when he was hugging.
That look. He was like,
oh, what is this?
It was like he turned dark. Yeah, he went dark.
He was the dad. The dad look you give your kid that you don't have to say a word, and you just snap too. I definitely was going, what the
right. And he gave that kick.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
I'm excited to see Cena because he's such an athlete and looks incredible for his age. I cannot wait to see him brawl like he did after the match. Like it's going to be such a good match. Now, I don't know how many more weeks I can do just, Cody coming out doing his promo saying the same thing for 4 weeks. I think that they need to probably he do something more.
He's probably going to get jumped in the next couple of weeks. He's going to come out, and since Cena's going to come out there, he ain't going to know he's coming, and beat him, going to cut him open some and continue. Or they just make it rough for him. The final boss wants you to fight this person. Well, you know what? You're going to fight these two people.
Just wear him down before WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I guess he could.
Just kind of just wear him down. Let's say that's possible. I'm still trying to get the Cena Rock angle. I'm trying to see how they going to spin it, how they going to do it. Because I still don't see it yet. I'm trying to see it, but I don't.
It's because we haven't seen Cena, right?
Right. I don't see it. Why? You got him to turn. So he going to be with you because you knew Cody wasn't going to do it. You got him to turn. How does it actually benefit Cena? I know you can get the title run.
There's a lot of unsaid things of how things are going to be carried out in this road to WrestleMania in regard to Cena and Rhodes. I'm wondering how Cena's going to present himself. Like, what is he going to look like? Is he still going to come out with his blue attire, blue jean shorts, or is he going to change his attire? Is he going to
go black?
That's what I was going to say. Like, go black, maybe a hoodie, like have the hood up, but come out. I don't know how to do it because he's so upbeat. I wonder if he's going to come out like is his attitude going to change? Is he going
to give it his all? It should. He come out like you say, hoodie on, is up and
walking instead of running.
Right, walking. Come out with the old, you know what I'm saying, the hustlenomics. You know what I'm saying? I used to do. You know, it's just come out, just look at the kids. Just come out, just.
I wonder if he'll come out the same and just act like nothing happened and still act like everyone loves him.
We're going to see, though, because he going to get booed.
I mean, I think people will boo because they understand how to treat the heel. They'll do it because they know to boo him because he's a heel. But people, when that happened, people were excited. Watching the crowd's faces, like as soon as that happened, shaking out the crowd.
Yeah,
it's going.
Everybody's shocked. About time. Cena is a professional, so I know he can do it. He can.
Oh, for sure.
He can do it, but I just want him to put all of it into it. I want him to come out. I want his music to change. I want him to have some more
different music.
In the same, but just darker. Just like slow it up or something, you know? So I'm like, man, come on with it. Instead of being spin up, just slow it down. If you can come out with it, and then the thunder can come and just, man, you know what? I just thought about that. I like that.
We can produce it. We'll sell it.
Yeah. Just kind of just slow it up. And the bass is just, man, and he just comes out, you know, just, like you say, hoodie on, black shorts, black hoodie, and just.
I think he can do it. A lot of his recent movies, he's been playing a villain. He'd definitely do it.
Man.
If you had to make a call at this moment, you know, things remain the same and things don't get muddied, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah,
they have the Cena Rhodes match at WrestleMania, who do you think is going to win? Or is it too early to tell?
Man. Oh, 40 was just, everybody's coming out some new stuff. So I don't think you want to do, the same deal. Here comes the Undertaker. Here comes this. Here comes that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that part of it. You just probably bring the people that has already helped like over the year, just bring back the Usos and then after that, it'll be a great chance to bring back Roman comes out and helps him. I want my belt back, and the only way I'm gonna get it back is if you keep it. So damn him, damn The Rock. Cena about to go on somewhere. He's had his moment. I'm gonna help you because they're gonna be gone. I need you, so I'm gonna help. So then I'm gonna help you. So he comes out saying the Usos come out and do something, and all that type of stuff. So I mean, that's just right now, and it can totally change tomorrow. Yeah. So this is where I'm at now.
So I think it'd be interesting to see. I think it's definitely the match is going to be dirty. You're going to see some refs get knocked out, and I think you'll see some interference. I definitely think you see The Rock get in there and do some stuff.
Yeah.
But I think if The Rock gets involved, I don't think that there is a possible chance you can do that without getting Victoria's finest from Texas, Stone Cold Steve Austin, getting involved. Even if it's just brief, just throw a couple stunners in there and bounce out. But
or even come in, he's they don't do it, but a special ref or something.
I'm calling my shot now. I've got Cena winning, and I think they got Cena winning because they're going to give him his record.
Okay, yeah, the 17.
And I think Cody is a businessman. I think as he talks about, when he talks about looking up to Cena, whether it's kayfabe or he's shooting, I think he truly admires the man.
Absolutely.
And then behind the curtain, I know he admires the man.
Right.
And I think he would feel honored to give Cena the one to win his shot. If we're looking at just real life shooting, but if we're talking about kayfabe, I think you give it to Cena, and Cena's the bad guy, and then you start playing the long story on what Cena's been involved with. I know The Rock was the main reason why this happened. The Rock and Cena together is the main reason why CM Punk left WWE. So Cena wins. He's a heel. The next top babyface, and this could be the favor that him and Paul Heyman have worked together. He calls in a favor for a title shot, and he beats Cena, and everything comes full circle. He finally gets to main event something and win the Universal Championship against John Cena. So it's kind of poetic in a sense. And then next year, he'll probably have it at WrestleMania and get his main event WrestleMania that he's been talking about for years. Right. And that's my call. I'm calling it now.
I like this. I've thought about this.
Oh, that's all I think about. It's my midlife crisis in wrestling. I definitely think Cena's going to win. I think that they'll have their work cut out for him if Cody Rhodes wins. But if Cena wins, I think Cody Rhodes can finally turn heel. He'll lose his mind. But if he wins, I think he needs to turn heel. I think John Cena in this whole ordeal about selling his soul is going to basically be the catalyst on Rhodes finally going heel.
Right. Well, then, as you are saying this, I'm thinking more now about it, and it kind of all goes back to what we said at first. Is like, like Cody has been through like everybody's like, what makes sense? And with him losing, then Cody don't need a title. Go put it on Punk, and then you let Cody go get some rest because he's carried the title. You know what I'm saying? Been doing good. Let him get some rest, and then after he comes back out of just nowhere and he screws Punk. I'm liking that heel turn with Cody. I was heel and I was trying to get into it, and I loved it. And then I went face, and face is not as fun as heel. And then when I went back, I like heel better than face.
No, heel's got to be the way to go. I mean, being a hero is cool and all, but the hero is only as good as the villain.
Yeah.
And if you're filling that role and you're basically empowering that hero, behind the scenes, like, that you're making that hero a more interesting hero because you're that bad, then I feel like that makes it all, worth it and makes it interesting. But I can see Punk winning against Cena, Punk calling in his favor to have that opportunity with Paul Heyman, And then Roman Reigns is now going, you're my wise man. Why are you doing favors for Punk? And so that could be the main event of 42.
Promise you, that's how I let you. I would never betray you. That's the reason why you won.
And that could be 42, WrestleMania 42.
Could be.
That could be the main event.
The long haul. I like that.
Let's go into, so what do you think is going on with KO and Sami Zayn? Do you see another match at WrestleMania?
I would say no.
Or do you think it's squashed?
Yeah, I think it's probably over. I think we'll see them in the next couple of weeks. You know, we came here together. You know, we did this and that. We're gonna have to squash this. I love you, man. You love
brothers.
You're my brother, man.
We were in the independent circuit.
You know, hug. You know, send a hug it out there. You put them as a tag team, and then they'll go in and probably kick some tail. For real, for real.
Okay. Well, do you think KO? I mean, obviously, so that it's pretty apparent. We can segue right into Randy Orton.
Yeah,
Randy Orton's going to get some KO.
My favorite. See, now that way there we can spin it. So boom, you put Kevin and Randy together because you know Kevin hurt his neck, so they put Kevin with Randy, which would be another slobber knocker. But get them in and let them wrestle.
Yeah,
they can actually wrestle. So let them wrestle.
I definitely think that's going to be a match at WrestleMania.
You know, so you put Randy, Kevin, WrestleMania. What about a cage?
I'd be down for a cage. I'd be surprised if they did not make that a match at WrestleMania. With 2 nights and how many matches you got to put together,
yeah,
I would be surprised if they didn't do that.
I wish you would do it.
So how do you feel about Randy Orton being back?
He's just gonna be Randy. Randy's and I told you don't say Randy is my GOAT. Right up under the Taker is Orton. For me, I love Randy Orton.
Yeah, he looked like he slimmed out a little bit too. Like he cut up a little bit.
He looked great, man. He looked great. He was at home, resting, you know what I'm saying, getting his body right, laying on his wife, you know what I'm saying, all day and night, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, probably making some cheering. Probably not though, but though he's over there chilling. Let's give you guys some breaks to go home, give with their families.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, which is great.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, which I love, you know what I'm saying, so then you can still do that. But though they gonna put him in, he'll probably jump Kevin at some point, or Kevin jumps him.
I see Kevin jumping him.
Yes.
If you have Randy wrestling next couple weeks, I think Kevin's gonna be jumping him, and then that's probably how you get
right.
The match.
I think it should happen.
So surprised that they didn't do it.
Right. Me too, though. Me too. I would be shocked if it didn't happen.
Hey, let's go back into this Raw, right? It was this Raw that we had Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And I was absolutely surprised when Io Sky won.
I did too.
I did not see that coming.
Me either.
At all.
Talking about Randy, that was out of nowhere. It's the obvious thing. Triple threat.
Yeah.
Obviously going to be, you know, I mean.
That's going to be a good match.
Yeah, you got to.
That's going to be a good match.
So that you come in and, you know what I'm saying, you got these 3, I mean, and
I think that
leap on Sky because she can go. Neo can go.
She's amazing.
She can go. So she can go. So then you get.
She's so face though. I don't feel like she makes a good heel.
Yeah, no.
She's so lovable.
Yeah.
Like
People love her.
Talks.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, she's so cute. But she's dangerous.
Oh yeah, she's definitely dangerous. Now to go from there, the triple threat, like who would win it? Probably do put it back on Bianca. She lost it, and you know she kept rolling. She became the tag team champion. She really worked with Jade a lot. She carried it a lot. She was the main reason stuff was looking good.
Yeah.
But though I don't have a problem, and then you got to make it that way. And she'll probably pin Sky just because you don't want Rhea to look weak, so then you won't pin her.
Right.
So you'll pin Sky.
Because that's going to be a future match.
And as a future match, then you take that. Now you can build you can build them up. Now you got Rhea, Bianca, you can build it up for a whole year.
I think that you can have Rhea and Bianca next year at WrestleMania, but I don't think you necessarily have to start building it now. I think, and this is what you wanted to talk about, I think, is that you build, so Bianca wins, or if she doesn't win, but after WrestleMania, I think that we're going to start finding out what's going on between Bianca, Naomi, and Jade. Tell me, give me your take. I know you wanted to talk about it. Give me your take.
Now, this is what I'm thinking. And shout out to, and big old shout out to my partner, Dante Quanger in Memphis, Tennessee, we going to have to have you on. He's a good guy. We're going to have to have him on.
We can get him virtually. I'll send him. Yeah.
All right, bet. We're going to do that then for the next, because, man, he's a
If he wants to get on for the WrestleMania shows, I mean, we can send him. Yeah.
Bet.
As long as he has a webcam and a headphones with mic on it, we're good.
Absolutely. So, all right. So, it comes out. Here comes Jade. Look amazing. Now, the little soda points, because me and him was talking earlier. So, the soda points, so you got to think about this. When they came out, matter of fact, scroll it down, what did they have on? What did say Bianca was in what color? Bianca was in white.
The match?
Yeah.
The Elimination Chamber match?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep.
Bianca was in white. Naomi was in white.
Mm-hmm.
Jade was in black.
Okay.
Then when it came out to that Raw, what was it? Naomi was in black. Bianca was in black. It was in white with the red splatter.
Okay.
So you come out with that. There's just little subtle points.
I didn't even notice that.
Hey, get with me. Get with me, sir. So that you got that part of it. So she comes out clean. I got tired of her she was riding your coattails. She was doing this and that, doing this and that. Then you notice too, when Jay come in and they always try to run, she grab it, throw it back in. She hit her with, she hit her with the move. What? And she screamed out what? Bianca! Jade slammed her.
Jade said that or Naomi?
Naomi said that when Jade picked up and then before she slammed her, she screamed out, Bianca! Now, I know she took the blame for it. Said she did what she did.
Naomi said she did it?
Yeah. Wrong, yeah, she came out, she was
Did I miss it?
You had to then. She came out, she came out and said, I did it for you. I did it.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I did it for you because she was riding your coattails and she was doing this and that. And then when Jay came out and, Bianca was like, go ahead to the ring with her and when they got her. But what if Naomi wasn't the mastermind behind all of this? What if the mastermind was actually Bianca Belair? What if the mastermind was Bianca?
I would agree with you, but I want to hear your take.
Yep. I'm just saying she's also tired. You came in and you got all the pub, you look like $1 million. You the golden child, but though it was us in here working prior to you even getting here, so you was over here with this other company and then you come in and like everything stops and then they put you with me and I carry you to these tag team titles. She was upset. Uncle was mad. Let me get my friend here. Naomi, girl, we finna put DB down. She don't want to tell. Naomi don't want to tell, so she's the
patsy.
She's not snitching yet. And I think it's gonna get to the point that some more is gonna come out and she's gonna come clean. I wouldn't have done it unless you asked me to. Then you can get them in a three-way going.
I think that's going to be a match regardless.
Yeah.
That's going to be one cook. I think if she gets found out, I don't think she'll run.
Well, yeah, they're not run because she's too good to a run, but though she's playing that role of the golden child.
I'm a champion. I don't have to wrestle you.
Look, supervisor. I mean, not a supervisor. Who's over? Security. I'm not fighting you.
Yeah.
Move her, get her escorted out.
Because that would be aggravating.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Every time she get close to security.
So Belair's going heel. Because that's some heel. Yeah, that's some heel behavior.
We've never seen her heel. And why not?
I think it's time.
Well, since it's gonna turn her heel. Gonna turn her heel, then Real gonna be face. Because they love her. Everybody love Real.
I don't think she could do anything wrong.
She can't do anything wrong. So,
yeah.
She
could beat up Tiffany Stratton and then be like, okay.
Yeah. It's like now, because you can tell, because even when she was heel tough, she was still getting cheered for. She was getting cheered for. She come out, boys.
That's how you know you're over.
Yeah. It's mommy.
Yeah, that's about the stance I had on it. I think Bianca was behind it. But, yeah. It's not an official match, but definitely cooking up some stories, especially up that last Raw on this past Monday with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns with his epic return.
Yeah, epic return. Yes, he was due. He was due to come. He was due to come back, but I still got to give my credit to, and he's definitely the Shawn Michaels of this era. He can't do no wrong. It ain't Roman. It ain't CM Punk. It's Seth
Rollins, yeah.
freaking Rollins.
He's such a workhorse too.
And he makes everybody look great. I don't think he's had a bad match in the past 10 years, probably.
The best match of the year so far was him and Finn Balor 2 weeks ago. That match was absolute. Like, that was better than the CM Punk Rollins match on the debut of Netflix.
That makes everybody look good.
That match, like, he made Finn look ginormous.
Yeah.
And that match was absolutely nonstop the entire time. That match was a pay-per-view match.
Yep.
That match was insane. Insane.
So we're going to see the favor that's due to Punk by the wise man. What's going on over here? What's going on over here? You know, so they got me locked in, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think that if they're going to do this triple threat match, they need, to me, just booking it as is with the current events. I mean, it's good. It'll be a good match because these are all top guys. But I really feel like they need to go back into the history of these three and really kind of dig up some of the history that they have, at least for some of the older viewers, because you've got history with Rollins and Reigns. You've got to play into that history with Rollins and Reigns. You have to do that because it has to mean something. It has to mean something more than just like this feud. We got to stop Reigns because he was bad for the company, but give us more. We don't need a repeat speech on how Reigns did his thing on his eternal reign that he had.
Right.
Give us more. And I think the only way you do that is by going in and digging up that history, doing those clips before the matches and showing the history between Rollins and Reigns and really just hyping up why this match matters, other than we all were beefing in the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that they can do for Saturday night and Sunday night, and I'm going to be locked in. I don't want to talk. I'm in the man cave. I got the 75-inch rolling, and look, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I do all my chores prior to. I take the wife out to the movies. We gonna let's go eat, but look, around about 5 or 6 o'clock now, we need to be. We need to be wrapping up because I don't want to talk about it. I just want to be in here. Just bring me some chips,
it's reserved,
and some drinks, and some dip, and let me be.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. Okay, let's get into some other stuff. I'm not surprised, but LA Knight winning the United States Championship back on SmackDown. It was great. I love LA Knight.
Yeah,
he's so underrated, underutilized in the promotion. His mic skills are amazing. He makes crazy references that I feel like a lot of people don't get, but I feel like I get every single reference he makes. Like he's thinking about, like he's going. He reminds me of Eminem, where he says something but means 3 things, and it needs a couple listen throughs to kind of go, oh, okay, he's talking about that. Oh, but he meant that. But he also meant that. But I feel that's how LA Knight is. He's such a well-rounded guy, and he's so underutilized and so underrated. And I feel like he deserves that championship, but I feel like they need to book it better. And it makes me so confused as to why had the title to begin with, because they gave him new music, they gave him new attire, and then he only wrestled one time,
right?
And it would just feel like a off booking,
right?
It was just what was the purpose of making Shinsuke the United States champion, other than the only thing I can think of is that maybe LA Knight was injured, but he was wrestling throughout that, so I don't understand what that was about.
Right. I saw some clickbait stuff, and they was talking about that his contract was up. Shinsuke.
I feel like those mid-card titles should be the ones that are interchangeably given on the regular televised shows.
Right.
Like they should be the one, because I understand why you don't want to do the big ones.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But pass them on. You know what I'm saying? So
keep it interesting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna dig it, and then who's to say in the next couple weeks, LA Knight don't drop it.
He could.
Back to him. You know what I'm saying? Or anything. So
here's what I think is going to happen. I think LA Knight is going to be champion walking into WrestleMania.
Okay.
He's going to get a match. I think he's going to have a match with.
I could dog walk your ass.
That would be such a good match.
That would be good because they do have some good chemistry. It was in the hallway and LA Knight kicked him outside the damn door and told him, hey, he wasn't using his inside voice. It was hilarious. And then it goes to the subtles of LA Knight. They about to fight. He just opened up the door and he kicks Jacob out and told him he wasn't using his inside voice.
As he screams, yeah.
Yeah, and he just walks off, and then he walks off. You got to
put a mid-card title on this man.
Yeah.
That's the U.S. or the Intercontinental.
Put something on because he's doing it right now.
He is amazing. So this whole Chad Gable thing is really fun for me.
Lucha.
After being beat by Penta, and he goes and tries to learn the dark arts of Lucha and goes to Mexico, and he comes back on Raw. Gracias!
Man, yeah. Another great athlete that they have is,
he's incredible.
Yeah, he's great. He can do whatever.
Because he definitely has that traditional Roman Greco wrestling style.
Mm-hmm.
If he incorporates and really practices lucha style and incorporates that with his Roman Greco, he is the perfect size for that.
Yeah.
And he's super athletic. I think he will be tremendously interesting to watch.
I'm really excited about how they're going to take this because, because I think they're using Penta now like a rented mule. It's like every week, what's the goal now for him? But I think the long game with them, it'll be Gable and a Penta. So you're going to put them together, going to let them do that. Yeah.
That'll be a good match because
you put the lucha.
Yeah. Chad Gable is another one that's underrated. If he incorporates lucha into his style.
Something serious.
That's going to be a freak of nature because it's all about all the aerial assaults, which he knows how to do. He's doing somersaults and he's not scared to jump and off the turnbuckle and do the thing. It's perfect for him. He's the perfect size. He's athletic. He can do all that stuff.
Right.
I hope that they really make this a thing. And it's not just like a one-time deal.
Right.
But the way that he was acting, he was some sort of masked vigilante and he showed up without the mask and he's talking, mad trash about New York security. And then you have the guy leaving behind him. And he walks off. I wonder how long they're going to do that gimmick for, at least him not accepting or not coming forward about being.
Right, by being, you're right. I mean, you can do it. You can work it. You can have a whole little long thing where you can build up to something, but to what? Yeah, because you still got Penta now and Kaiser going at it now. So then you can eventually incorporate him in some type of way. I'm excited to see which way that they're going with this.
Just some anecdotal information I heard, speaking about Penta, is that Ray Phoenix was taken off the AEW site.
I saw that too.
So he may be a free agent.
I saw that.
So we might see something soon.
Or probably always the best Raw ever is always the one after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So then you
going into Backlash.
Yeah. So
which is taking place in Mexico City.
Oh.
Which we might see a lot of lucha.
A lot of lucha in there.
We might see Chad Gable in there. You're gonna see Penta, Ray Phoenix, LWO.
Okay.
That's way in the future. I don't know. We got to see how things play out.
Right.
The Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. I don't know how that's gonna go.
Yeah, I think
I mean, if Charlotte Flair wins, she'll really heal it up. She'll really be hated more. I just was surprised that they strapped that belt on the Stratton so soon. And that's why to me, I'm feeling like she might lose at WrestleMania because I just didn't see it. So I really don't know what to think about it. But
I'm not going to be shocked either way that it goes. If Tiffany still wins, cool. If Charlotte wins, I won't be shocked either.
So what does Charlotte do if she does not win? What story to tie her into? But
so then she wins, and then now what? Who does she fight? Who does she go to?
If Charlotte wins?
Yeah.
Oh, I just think that she would just be an asshole and be a heel, and that would be just enough to create the story.
Okay.
But if she lost, I just don't know what she would do.
I like to think
she's because that's obviously the summit. And if she lost the opportunity to achieve the summit, what does the GOAT do?
Right.
Unless we're just doing, okay, we're going to get a rematch or...
Right. Yeah.
Let's talk about how have you been feeling about Gunther and Jay and how they're hyping it up during the road to WrestleMania so far?
Loving it. Loving what they're doing. Gunther's just up there with the best now because he's just good and he don't have to do nothing.
I don't see what Jay would do if he lost that.
Right.
I feel like that would be a major misuse of this match.
Right. You got to. He's the hottest. Jay's the hottest out.
Why is he it?
Man, he's it. And I like the way they're doing it. He's constantly getting jumped, getting picked on, and I think he's gonna actually. You got to.
They're gonna strap it on him.
It makes sense. It only makes sense.
If I can be truthful and admit it, that would not have been my pick to win the Royal Rumble. I'm not mad at it. I'm happy that he's got the opportunity. But now that we're in this situation and Jay is now the contender and he's got the match, I don't see how Jay does not win it.
Either.
They might as well just fire the guy if they don't do it. Because why would you do that?
Right. It's going to be great. They both going to...
But that's probably why they could do it.
And you ain't lying. It's going to be a great match. They're going to beat each other's tail. And it's just going to come out and I think Jay Jay has to win. He has to. And by me wanting him to win so bad probably means he's probably not going to win. How Triple H them doing it there, they going to switch it on you. But with all this back in there, he's getting everything that's kind of leading up to it. You got to put it on him. You got to, because it's going to do more for him than it will for Gunther. So it'll definitely do more for him. Yeah. And that merch sale is going to go through the roof.
Yeet. For missing anything.
That merch sale going to go through the roof. Oh, then too, you missed a great show last Saturday to Reality.
Oh, man, let's talk about that. Reality of Wrestling.
Reality of Wrestling. It was a great show. It was there.
He invited me and I couldn't go.
He sucks. You know what I'm saying? It was their Rumble. So it was their Rumble, 30-man Rumble. I got to meet AJ Francis. You know what I'm saying? Got a good picture with him. Cool guy. The winner of their Rumble was Zilla Fatu, which is, he's like all the way over. Dude, look, as soon as his music hit, I've never seen
hype.
They are everywhere. And he came out, he was number one. He was number one in their Rumble. And
he Iron Manned it.
And when I say the last two was him and Francis and AJ Francis, and it was, man, it was great. So I'm just like, I'm telling you now, you missed.
I love Zilla so much. Oh my God.
It's probably not gonna be too many more shows before he's called up.
He's got to be getting called up soon.
He got to be called up. Cause
I understand wrestling's a long game, but right.
He is over. When I say them folks, once you show his picture, I was going in, man. Before the show going, outside they already got the line. I think the doors opened at 7:30. You know what I'm saying? But everything was starting at 8 o'clock, so the doors opened at 7. Oh, and then after that, I did get to meet Queen Shamel also. You know what I'm saying? Because she works the door, she does whatever, she makes sure everything's rolling. But she was great to me. So she was nice too, because she saw me on my cane. She's like, skip shirt, do you need to go to the front so you can skip? I'm like, no man, I'm good. So as his picture pops up, he's like, you know what I'm saying? Zilla's like, they cheering, they hollering. He was not, look, he's going to be gone soon. He's going to be gone.
He's too talented. Inside the ring, he is way too talented.
And then it started off, I know he was one, and I know he threw out two. You know what I'm saying? He threw out number 2 when he came out. Then when 3 came out, he chunked them out. 4 came out, he threw him out. 5 came out, he threw him out. He was just wait like as soon as
Get them out.
man, as soon as the countdown 5, 4, whoop, 2 gone. He's like, yeah, and then he'll just wait, and then after he does this, then he'll hit it. Then when he get through here, and he'll be ready for this. I was like, well, shit.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
I'm like, but yeah, he's got to be called up soon. So then you had him. So then that was a good thing. Who else? So they had a great 4-man tag team. It was a group that was called Hank and Tank, or saying, which is like this, like this heavy metal type group. Say, dude, out there.
I saw them with the last show.
Great. Then you had a group, Death. You know what I'm saying? They was good guys. You know, they were good. Can't remember the third group, but the 4th tag team that they had, Von Dudley's sons.
Oh, okay.
And they got a big pop too, because they had this. So they had this little part where they going there, they kicking folks' butt, boom, and then all of a sudden, they just standing there in the ring, and the crowd just knew it too. It was like, hit the table. It was said, you just hear it. Hit the tables, hit the tables, hit the table, and it just built up. And then all of a sudden, they just let it ride good too. And it's all about timing. I love the word timing. So they're sitting there, and it's like, and they just looking at the crowd. Both of them looking at the crowd. Get that, hit the table, and I was like, oh snap, let's go. But anyway,
those independent shows are so good because you never know what you're gonna get.
It was good, man. It was good. So then after what I found out now, that they're gonna start having three different shows. So they're gonna do like their major one would be on Saturdays. Then 2 weeks after, they'll do one on the Sunday. I guess it might be something like, so you have to look it up, but though they got it like on labeled. But though, like I said, so then they doing something different. But though I would definitely be back.
Yeah, we have to go to one for sure.
Yeah. We definitely got to go to it. So we got to get
There's
on.
an intruder in my house.
I know. Somebody's stealing.
She was fine.
She just broke in, and she's about to take his heart. His wife is so sweet too, y'all. If y'all never seen her, never met a sweet lady. Well, saying she is actually the reason we got cool, because she said, hey, my husband needs some friends. In so many words. I'm like, hey, I love wrestling. He loves wrestling. Okay, we're going to be buddies.
That's enough. That's what's so good about guys. Is like you literally don't need much in common.
It's like, you like wrestling? Yeah, me too. Do we just become best friends?
We just become best friends.
So we need to stack these beds so we have more room for activities.
You can have the top one. I'll have the bottom.
You have the bottom. Yeah.
It'll probably result the same as it did.
Right. Oh my God. But no, we'll definitely do that. So as usual, man, you know.
Hell yeah.
It was always good, man.
Well, thank you for coming by. Like we said before, we're going to be doing a couple more episodes to build up to Road to WrestleMania. Plan is to have a prediction and a reaction episode. We might just do one if we can't get the schedules together, but it's going to be getting everybody that's been on ClashCast before, or anybody new that wants to come on. We can get your buddy on for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
The more the merrier. I want it to be basically a big old party.
Holla at your boy.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tar the Great.
The great. Often imitated, never duplicated. Internationally known, world renowned, locally accepted by all pimps and players of the world. And guess what? I'm your mom's favorite wrestler. Axer.